Mixed bag yesterday. Yankees won the game, but they also lost Michael King for the season, which will unfortunately mean more Aroldis Chapman, which will be the blueprint to many, many, many losses in the near future. Hopefully the Yankees can put all that beside them and win the second game of their 3-game set against Baltimore here today. Garrett Cole got the start for the Yankees tonight, and he looked good for the first 6 innings. We'll get to that in a little bit, but Cole at least had the Orioles on lockdown for most of the night, got out of some big spots. The only rough patches were the 2 runs that he gave up in the 5th inning, but otherwise a real solid outing from Cole. As for the scoring in this game, the Yankees got started pretty quick early. DJ LeMahieu reached first on an infield single, and then Aaron Judge continued his red-hot start to the second half of the season, a double down the left field line, scores DJ. Yankees take a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. In the top of the second, he did the monster stash. Matt Carpenter and his glorious mustache has done it again. Home run number 14 on the year for Matty C. And the Bronx Bombers are up 2-0 as this beautiful man comes through for the Yankees here in another big spot. Then in the top of the fourth, 2 singles in a row from IKF and LeMahieu. And Aaron Judge, once again, although this time need a little bit of help from the Baltimore Orioles' lack of defense. It lets one right in between them. 1-1 scores. Yankees now lead 3-0 here, and things are looking pretty good. But things start to take a turn for the worse in the bottom of the 5th. 1 runner on, Cedric Mullins with a ball that lands right between Judge and IKF. 1 run scores, makes it 3-1. And then Troy Rutschman lines one to right. Another run scores. It's 3-2 Yankees. Cole was able to get out of that inning, though, and then he was able to get through the 6th. At this point, he had 102 pitches. And the Yankees, and maybe this is because Michael King is out, but the Yankees were like, sure, let's have Cole out there a little bit while longer. This is the textbook definition of bold strategy, Cotton. And guess what? It backfired. Urias starts off with a leadoff double, and then down 1-2 in the count, Mateo with a bloop single that lands in center field right behind Judge, right in front of Judge, I should say. The Orioles tie the game. Cole is out after this, and God, he was so good for 6 innings. 9 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, 112 pitches. But again, when your bullpen is starting to get a little injury prone, this kind of stuff has to happen, and gosh, it just hurts. Then they bring Albert Abreu on in the game, and the first thing he does is a throwing error that sends Mateo to third. Oh, gosh. More of this, and I'm going to be begging for Chapman to come back. Actually, I'll never get that desperate. And then Cedric Mullins with a sac fly scores Mateo. The Orioles are up 4-3, and I am ready to just jump out of the nearest window because I cannot believe the Yankees just blew that game. There have been a few just crushing Yankees losses here this season. And no, this is not the worst, but man, this is a tough one. Because we've already dealt with so much, getting swept by the Astros. And then we win yesterday, but we lose Michael King. And then today, we're churning along so well. We're going, the Yankees are, Carpenter's hitting another home run, and Judge is getting all of his hits. And I'm thinking, all right, this might be another win here tonight. And then they got to let Cole in there for another inning. Was that important? Was that important, Brian? Was that important, Aaron? That Cole just had to stay out there for one more inning? 65-31. So, again, the pain of it has to subside a little bit, knowing how effective they've been all season long. But the Orioles are under 500. Why are we struggling to beat this team? Why are we blowing? Why is Albert Abreu throwing balls away? Why is he throwing pickoffs away? This will not be a rant. I promise you not. This will not be a rant. But this one annoys me. This one really, really bothers me. Knowing how we were churning along so well, and then we have a mistake like this. When we're already under so much scrutiny right now, to let this one slip by, it just stinks. And this is the second game in 4 games. Second loss in the last 3 losses that we let slip away. Because the Astros game, the first one, we never were leading in that game, but that's a game we could have easily won and couldn't have figured that one out. And then today, definitely could have won this game. But no, it's just, ugh. Michael King, please come back. I know you won't be back for another year, but please come back. Somehow, someone give this man an elbow. Give this man a new arm. Anything. We need this man back on our team. And as for the Yankees itself, again, the wins are still there. The home field advantage right now is still there. But with every brutal loss like this, we're going to lose out on our chance of having that. And we're, 2.5 games up on Houston right now? Or now it's 2. 2 games up on Houston. Can't afford any more of these losses because they're coming for us. I know they are. That's it for now, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe down below. I'll be back tomorrow to break down Yankees Orioles Game 3. Take care and God bless.